And welcome, it's Dan. Hope you're well today. So in today's session, I want to talk about Facebook ads, just really to cover off some of the mistakes that we see people making on a daily basis. We speak to people every day. We usually have 5 or 6 strategy sessions. These are people coming in who want to talk about the business. They need a hand in some way. Usually it's Facebook ads is where we end up. But also many times they also looking at SEO, we're looking at content, we're looking at email marketing, uh, Google My Business, all of those sort of things. But one of the things that keeps coming up regularly is Facebook ads. And in this session, I just want to quickly go through a couple of things that we've noticed. So one of the big ones when we speak to a new client or a potential new client in one of our strategy sessions is that they come to us and they talk about the lack of responses from the other of a big thing, and we think communication. Sometimes clients can't even get a response for weeks from existing agency, which is just weird. It's just bizarre. Why would you not speak to your customers? It doesn't make any sense. But then the other problem I found as well is that the cost of the agents are so high. Like we spoke to a guy yesterday. It was £1,000, and then because he's on about leaving, they dropped it to 700 quid. And I'm like, how much are you spending on your ads? And he's like, £3 a day. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? He's spending £3 a day on ads, and yet he's spending £600-700 a month on a Facebook ads agency. And I'm like, dude, you got this the wrong way around. Like, our prices are half that. Obviously the management side is really, really important, but there's no point in having really great management if you can't afford to actually run ads. And £3 a day is not. How many people are going to see the advert at £3 a day? Facebook won't even publish the advert. I mean, it'll publish it, but it won't show it. You won't get any impressions. You won't get any reach because Facebook would rather send that advert and use somebody else's advert spending 25 quid a day. And I'm not even saying that you have to spend £25 a day, but £3 a day is not going to cut it. And also, if you're paying, £1,000 or nearly £1,000, just money should be better spent on actual ads. Now, I'm not also saying that you should be running it yourself, because you absolutely shouldn't. I speak to people. One guy yesterday showed me his ad account, and I'm like, what have you done here? It's like, it's not working. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I'm not surprised it's not working. Switching ads off, switching them off, switching them on, I'm like, dude, that's just not going to work, right? So you do need the management. You do need an expert Facebook ads agency, but you shouldn't be spending £1,000 a month on a Facebook ads agency. That's just ridiculous. You could drop that by half, spend £500 extra on ads and £500. I mean, we're not even 500 quid a month, for goodness sake. Anyway, needless to say, he's signed up and he's coming on board, which is really cool. But this low amount of ad spend per day, I get that you're desperate for it to work, but it's not going to work at £3 a day. It's like dipping your toe in the water. All you get is a wet toe. You have to immerse yourself and you have to go for it fully. But also, if that management fee is for you, and then also switching on and switching off and switching on and switching off. Well, we tested that advert for a week and that didn't work, so let's do another one and test that one and switch that off, and let's keep doing that. And like, that's just not going to work either. Facebook, it just doesn't like stuff like that. You have to let the adverts run, because first 2 weeks it goes through what's called a learning phase. And if you're switching it off in a learning phase, well, it's not learned, has it? Because it's still in the middle of a learning phase. So no wonder you're actually getting not great results from your ads, because you're switching them off again. And that's just not what's going to work. The other thing that we find is people's adverts stop working, and they went from £10 a day to £30 a day to £50 a day. I'm not surprised it's not working. Facebook hates you right now for doing that. It doesn't like it. You've got to increase your ad spend slowly. And we've got a methodology of increasing that ad spend slowly so that Facebook then doesn't dislike you anymore, which it will if you just ramp up your adverts willy-nilly, hoping for the best. And then just finally on this, I spoke to a guy and he was running a likes campaign. And I said to the guy, that's brilliant, but let me ask you a question. Do more likes pay the electricity bill? And he's like, no, it doesn't. Right. Okay. What would pay the electricity bill? Customers. Right. So we need to be running campaigns for customers. Running stuff around the edge and running content around the edge is great for trust building, building authenticity, credibility, all of that kind of thing. But that's not the thing that's going to get you the new clients. The thing that will get you the new clients is, this is what we do, this is the offer, this is who it's for, buy now. Like that sort of thing. That's the whole point. Then you're not giving the Facebook ads themselves the right opportunity to actually sell to the people that you want to sell to. You're just getting likes and clicks and that kind of thing. Doesn't pay bills, as we all know, right? So these are things that you need to be thinking about in your own Facebook ads. Either you're running themselves or you're running another agency to run them, who might be very expensive, who also don't reply. Like, we hear all sorts of horror stories. At least one horror story, which just beggars belief. I mean, if I can't show you, obviously, but if you look at our Google chat, all our clients are on Google chat and they speak to us almost every day. It's awesome. I love it. And we get to know their business, we become friends. And they have questions for us. Go, I know this is nothing to do with digital, but I've got this question about this. What do you think? We'll go, that's a great idea, or that's a terrible idea, whatever. Because we're here to help their business. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. Like I said, very quick. And we'll catch up with you on the next one.